the news tonight, Governor Sanwo-Olu says Lagos is key to unlocking Nigeria's $1 trillion economy as pensioners threaten protest over unpaid benefits. Plus, updates in the world of entertainment. Good evening and welcome to the news at 7 on NTA, Lagos Channel 10. I am Nta Ch10 Bosenlo, the news in detail. The Coalition of Federal Pensioners of Nigeria has threatened a nationwide protest on October 6 if government fails to implement approved pension increments and palliatives. National chairman of the coalition, Mokela Ogunbote, in a report says, government is expected to have settled their arrears and allowances by September ending. He recalled that President Bola Tinubu had approved 25,000 naira for pensioners as palliatives, but almost a year later, the payment is yet to be implemented. Other pensioners at the briefing lamented the hardship faced by retirees, with many unable to afford basic medication or meet daily needs. They appealed to government to urgently address their plight to avert the planned protests. Meanwhile, Lagos State Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu says Nigeria must treat Lagos as a pivotal leverage to unlock its full potential and secure a place among the world powers by 2030. The governor spoke at the first Distinguished Lecture of 2025, organized by the Nigerian Institution of International Affairs in Lagos. Joyken Abakoya reports.
Delivering a lecture titled Lagos and Nigeria 2030, Projections of a World Power, Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu linked Lagos's 30-year development plan to President Bola Tinubu's trillion-dollar economic vision, describing the state as Nigeria's innovation and policy laboratory where key reforms are piloted for national adoption. He highlighted the development plan's 4 priorities: a strong economy, modern infrastructure, a people-focused city, and effective governance as pathways to transforming Lagos into Africa's model megacity and a global hub.
Under the leadership of President Bola Tinubu GCFR, we are resetting the very foundation of our economy through policy, legislation, and diplomacy. As the march towards 2030 progresses, we must keep our eyes on the goal, mobilizing every energy, resource, and partnership, redoubling our efforts to ensure that the bold ambition of 2030 do not slip away.
The Director General of the Nigeria Institute of International Affairs, Professor Egosa Osagai, described Lagos as Africa's growth center and announced plans for a new Babajide Sanwo-Olu School of International Affairs at the institute.
We have defined the agenda for the world. The world is changing, as you all know, and Lagos has the anchor to drive Nigeria to take its rightful place in the evolving world that we are getting into.
We need everyone to join hands with his leadership. In joining hands with him, we are making sure that we win the race of the projections of a world power. The foundations are there. The developments are clear. The rules are in our favor.
The lecture attracted diplomats, captains of industry, and civil society leaders who commended Lagos for maintaining security, driving innovation, and fostering international relevance. In Lagos, Joyken Abakoya, NTA News.
We step into the Lagos State House of Assembly as Lagos lawmakers have summoned the head of service of Lagos State over the continued trend of political appointees assuming office without the mandatory screening and confirmation by the House of Assembly. This followed a motion by the Deputy Chief Whip titled Need for Government Appointees to Appear Before the House for Confirmation at a Plenary in Lagos. Musa Toliat completes the story.
Sections 126 and 198 of the 1999 Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria as amended, which clearly stipulates that certain public officers appointed by the executive must not assume office until they have been screened and confirmed by the legislature.
The constitutional duty of the House is to exercise oversight and ensure that only persons of integrity, competence, capability, and impeccable character are confirmed to hold such public offices.
Lawmakers viewed the situation as serious violation of constitutional provisions and extant laws, which negates the principles of separation of powers.
What we discovered during the process is that some of them are even operating without laws. For example, Lagos State's Planning and Environmental Monitoring Agency, they are operating without law.
We have some government agencies where government ties our commitment in terms of bonds and documents. And sometimes when they are called to the House for confirmation or for oversight, they let us understand that they are not under us and we cannot conduct such supervision.
Some legislators believe that appointees who did not go through the legislative screening and confirmation processes should be stopped from occupying their present positions.
Anybody who wants to take positions knows that he's owing public trust and must be able to stand and appear for scrutiny.
There are those who see the situation as an insult to the legislative arm of government and a threat to probity and accountability in governance.
We are appropriating money for you to spend. This is public funds that you are spending, and we don't even know you. Lastly, they don't even respect this honorable house because they have not appeared before us.
When we look at what we resolved to on 1C, that direct the Accountant General to stop the payment of salaries and all those things, those ones that they have collected, they must refund it, since they did not follow the due process.
Speaker Right Honorable Mudashiru Ajayi Obasa said the head of service who continues to issue appointment letters without recourse to the legislature bears full responsibility for the violation.
That to call on the governor to direct the same head of service to withdraw the letters issued to them and stop them from parading themselves as head of any of these agencies.
He therefore directed that the head of service, Bode Agoro, be summoned to appear and provide explanations. In Lagos, Musa Tolian, NTA News.
Away from the Lagos State House of Assembly, Nigeria has recorded a major milestone in the maritime industry with the unveiling of its first indigenous shipping line, Clarion Shipping West Africa Limited. The launch in Lagos has sparked optimism among business stakeholders who believe the initiative could ease trade and reduce costs for importers and exporters. Jessiton Moses has details.
At an engagement with freight forwarders and business operators in Amuwo Dolphin and the Lagos International Trade Fair Complex, the management of Clarion Shipping unveiled its flagship vessel, Ocean Dragon. The company explained that the ship will provide direct services between Nigeria and China, as well as other parts of Africa and Asia, offering importers and exporters a cheaper and more reliable option.
We know we have most of the importers and exporters here, that even when your container lands at Rome, we know the transit time is usually long. Ocean Dragon is there right now to pick those your containers. Instead of leaving them there for weeks, she can just go under few hours, get to Rome, bring them here to Nigeria.
We have been in the business for over 2 decades, offering different services, and these are tailored towards bringing solution to some of these challenges that we have seen, like delay of lifting containers in the port and also movement of cargo from the mother port to probably an ICD. As a local and indigenous shipping line now, all those delays would now be reduced.
The event also provided an interactive session where prospective clients asked questions and received clarification on the company's operations. Industry stakeholders present at the ceremony welcomed the development, describing it as a bold step towards reducing reliance on foreign shipping lines. Some leading importers who had already engaged Clarion Shipping shared their experiences, urging others in the sector to embrace what they called a homegrown solution for Nigeria's growing international trade.
I believe too, with the ability to carry other volumes of cargo, this also will play a crucial role in meeting the growing demands of international trade, especially for some of us who have decided to engage in Pan-African trade.
A lot of our importers and export guys are really suffering when it comes to timing. So we now look at it collectively and we say, what do? We should produce something for us and by us. And that is the evolution of Ocean Dragon.
Partner with us, you will not regret. Partner with us. The promo of $500 discount on every container, take advantage of that.
Clearing shipping had evolved from a clearing service into a full-fledged shipping line, as the online booking platform is already operational for interested customers. In Lagos, J10 Moses, Nta News.
We'll go on a short break, more reports afterwards. Please stay tuned, we'll be right back.
It's Motonic time. It's no reason to the last drop. Chill with friends. It's good for me and you.
Maltonic is enriched with vitamins and minerals for that rush of vitality you need to reach greatness.
It's Maltonic time.
You're welcome back. The 2025 tax reforms that reproduced new tax laws have been described as the most audacious in national history, with President Tinubu given credit for pursuing the reforms with courage despite initial resistance. Former Speaker House of Representatives Yakubu Dogara, who stated this at the inaugural Distinguished Parliamentarian Lecture of the House of Representatives Press Corps, urged the Nigerian and federal government to ensure transparent implementation of the new tax regime to further enhance public trust.
So by calling on Mr. President to ensure that he takes no prisoners in ensuring that this reform is implemented and sustained. This is a legacy that will impact generations after us and cement President Tinubu's place in Nigeria's history as the undisputed, most consequential economic reformer of our time.
Government cannot know the one that is taxable in your account different from the one that's not taxable. The onus is still on you to declare to government. And that's why government say you should self-assess yourself. So what we are saying is that no government will go to your bank account and debit it. No, it's not going to be. It's not done.
The tax appeal tribunal. So within the law that have established these tax laws, we also have inbuilt in it opportunities for Nigerians to be able to appeal and say, no, I disagree, and for Nigerians to be heard.
As journalists, the mirror of the society and agenda setters, we believe this forum offers a unique opportunity to unpack these gray areas.
The new tax laws are expected to take effect from January 2026. And up next, our correspondent Kingsley Ifenze brings details from the foreign scene.
The Natural History Museum in Paris has reported the theft of gold specimens valued at around 600,000 euros in what officials describe as a serious blow to France's cultural heritage. The break-in saw thieves force their way into the museum's geology and mineralogy gallery using an angle grinder and a blowtorch. The museum, located in the History 5th district, are renowned for its vast collection of dinosaur skeletons, rare minerals, and taxidermy animals. It's a popular destination for tourists and Parisians alike. According to a statement from the museum's press office, the thieves targeted several specimens of native gold held in the national collections, while the raw market value of the stolen gold is estimated at 600,000 euros. Officials stress that the true loss is far greater. Moving on, as the United Nations commemorates its 80th anniversary and global leaders intensify efforts to meet the Sustainable Development Goals, Taiwan has renewed its call for inclusion in the UN system. In a statement on Monday, Taiwan Minister of Foreign Affairs Lin Chai-long urged the international body to honor its pledge of leaving no one behind. He emphasized that Taiwan is a key player and indispensable partner in the Indo-Pacific region, contributing to peace, stability, and economic growth. Lin further argued that Taiwan's continued exclusion stems from a misinterpretation of UN General Assembly Resolution 2758, clarifying that the resolution neither mentions Taiwan nor grants the People's Republic of China the right to represent Taiwan in the UN system. In Lagos, Kingsley Ifinzi, NTA News.
With highlights from the foreign desk, it's a wrap for the English version of the news at 7 on NTA Lagos Channel 10. Thanks for watching. I am Nta Ch10 as Oluwase Akindele comes up next with the news translations in Yoruba. Please stay tuned and good evening.
Kú dédé àsìkò yìí èyí ni àṣàyàn ìròyìn tó wọlé tàn yín wá láti iléeṣẹ́ amóhùnmáwòrán ìjọba àpapọ̀ ìkànnì 10 Olúwaṣèyí Adéṣọlá Akínládé lórúkọ mi. Ìròyìn rèé lẹ́kùnrẹ́rẹ́. Gómìnà ìpínlẹ̀ Èkó Babájídé Olúṣọlá Sanwó-Olú ti jẹ́ kí a mọ̀ wípé orílẹ̀-èdè Nàìjíríà kò gbọdọ̀ fi ọwọ́ yẹpẹrẹ mú ọ̀rọ̀ ìpínlẹ̀ Èkó nínú èròǹgbà ìlú yìí láti gòkè àgbà kí ó sì jẹ́ ọ̀kan nínú àwọn ìlú tí ó lágbára jù ní àgbáyé tí yóò bá fi di ọdún 2030. Ọ̀rọ̀ yìí jẹyọ níbi ìdánilẹ́kọ̀ọ́ ti Nigeria Institute of International Affairs ní ìpínlẹ̀ Èkó. Gómìnà Sanwó-Olú tẹ̀síwájú wípé ọ̀rọ̀ ìdàgbàsókè Èkó yìí jẹyọ látàrí àfojúsùn ààrẹ Bọ́lá Ahmed Tinubu ti 30 ọdún tí ó sì jẹ́ àwòkọ́ṣe fún gbogbo ìlú. Ọ̀gá àgbà ti Nigeria Institute of International Affairs Professor Ehosa Osage ṣe àpèjúwe ìlú Èkó gẹ́gẹ́ bí orísun ìdàgbàsókè ilẹ̀ adúláwọ̀. Wọ́n sì kéde ètò láti ní ẹ̀ka tuntun Babájídé Sanwó-Olú School of International Affairs nínú àjọ náà. Ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ àwọn èèyàn jàǹkànjàǹkàn ló péjú pésẹ̀ síbẹ̀. Ilé ìgbìmọ̀ aṣòfin ìpínlẹ̀ Èkó ti ránṣẹ́ pé olórí àwọn òṣìṣẹ́ ìjọba ìpínlẹ̀ Èkó lórí àṣà kí àwọn olóṣèlú máa bẹ̀rẹ̀ iṣẹ́ láì gba ìyọ̀ǹda tó yẹ láti ọwọ́ ilé ìgbìmọ̀ aṣòfin. Àwọn aṣòfin náà fìdí rẹ̀ múlẹ̀ nínú òfin wípé kò tọ̀nà fún olórí òṣìṣẹ́ ìjọba ọ̀gbẹ́ni Bọ̀dé Àgòrò láti fún àwọn tí ilé ìgbìmọ̀ aṣòfin kò tíì ṣe àyẹ̀wò fún láti bẹ̀rẹ̀ iṣẹ́. Eléyìí sì ti mú wọn tàpá sí òfin. Olórí ilé ìgbìmọ̀ aṣòfin ìpínlẹ̀ Èkó ti pàṣẹ kí ọ̀gbẹ́ni Bọ̀dé Àgòrò fojú ba ilé ìgbìmọ̀ aṣòfin náà fún àwọn ìgbésẹ̀ àfojúdi tó wáyé yìí. Wọ́n sì rọ gómìnà láti wọ́gi lé àwọn tí wọ́n yàn tí ilé ìgbìmọ̀ aṣòfin kò tíì fún ní àṣẹ. Ìtẹ̀síwájú tún ti bá ìlú Nàìjíríà lórí ọ̀rọ̀ òwò lórí omi bí wọ́n ṣe ń ṣe ìfilọ́lẹ̀ iléeṣẹ́ Claro Shipping West African alákọ̀ọ́kọ́ irú rẹ̀ nínú ìlú yìí. Ch10 Bosenlo nínú ìròyìn rẹ̀ jábọ̀ wípé níbi àpéjọ àwọn oníṣẹ́ à ń fi ẹrù ránṣẹ́ sí òkè òkun láti orí omi ní Àmúwò Ọ̀dọ̀fin àti Lagos International Trade Fair Complex. Àwọn adarí iléeṣẹ́ náà ṣíṣọ lójú eégún ọkọ̀ ojú omi náà tí wọ́n pè ní Ocean Dragon eléyìí tí yóò mú ìrọ̀rùn bá à ń kó ẹrù láti ilẹ̀ wa lọ sí ìlú China àti àwọn ilẹ̀ adúláwọ̀ mìíràn ní owó tí kò gani lára. Àwọn ẹlẹ́nulọ́rọ̀ tó wà ní ìkàlẹ̀ náà béèrè àwọn ìbéèrè tó jẹ mọ́ iléeṣẹ́ náà tí wọ́n sì lu iléeṣẹ́ náà lọ́gọ̀ọ́ ẹnu pé iléeṣẹ́ yìí yóò mú ìgbáralé àwọn iléeṣẹ́ òkè òkun dínkù. Tọ́ a kì í bóní ṣùwà désàlẹ̀ kòkò a ò ní rí jù báyìí lọ lórí àṣàyàn ìròyìn tòní. Bámidélé Yẹ̀rọ̀nú wà níkàlẹ̀ láti mú ìyókù ìròyìn wá fún wa ní èdè Ògùn. Èmi Olúwaṣèyí Adéṣọlá Akínládé ló ń dàgbòye fún yín. Ọlọ́run ó wù ọmọ yín ẹ ṣé tẹ́ ń tẹ́tí sí wa.
Mechele mi kudo wejayi mbokudo asengbetan iwe ni son le hawoto 18 to tejo osho eni mi ton yin Bámidélé Yẹ̀rọ̀nú in lode to gigomen yi ayi maten awon ni singa Babájídé Sanwó-Olú we ko de gbijilo eto dandame na to gbo mi tan ni yalo le lodo dowre nuwe yin ajowiwa 18 to ayi maten awon yi gbajitan na de kebo nukun yi daho inati na to lo na so de kebo te ora mo ten ma fo dote to checheme na o to gbo le si o kwe to gbo de dokun le bi ko yewe yi ko de meyin ayi maten gando to gbenu e to ayi sin o tinta de yin ho na do ho na do de kebo to na mo nukun je ko be we to nukun na ye to ayi sin de yin ti to de yi loro Nigerian Institute of International Affairs to ayi maten awon yi gbajitan me Joy Ken Abakuya we no filo fúnlẹ̀ wẹ́ dọ̀ fúnra yìí ti dọ̀ mú lọ nàánú di kébọ̀ tó gbóná yìí nùkàn ìdúná hẹn àwọn èyí gbàjí ní àdódó nàánú di kébọ̀ àsọ̀lọ́ náà yìí wíwá wọ́n jáwọ́ ẹ̀sọ́ dọ̀ fúnra dọ̀ mú lọ tòmú ẹ̀ mẹ́yìn òtòbó gánzírótì nàánú wà sọ́nbọ̀ tó gbóná mọ̀tẹ́ ní dọ̀mọ́ ẹ̀ náà gbòó wà jọ ìwà ẹ̀tàn bókó ẹ̀ lé yìí náà mọ̀tò tọ́lọ́jì náà mọ̀tẹ́ yín susudó ìdúná wà sọ́n kódó àyí má tẹ àwọn èyí gbàjí tàn pó àwọn di kébọ̀ lọ́lẹ̀ bí náà yín nìsínnìsín gbẹ̀tọ́ lẹ̀ bí ẹ̀ dọ̀ mú lọ òhó lọ dandan wẹ̀ àwọn di kébọ̀ yìí mẹ́bí èyí ní pàǹkan na do de ke nukon yi natin so awon yi gbaji ina de bo to gboro na yi nukon bo ko natin mo ja ajo na so inu ina gboro to lo me ayi mate awon ni si o 50 le we yi me o yiro me yin nukon to na asan wiwa to ayi mate awon yi gbaji tan do nu e le mo we to jijo to pele binu we ndo mlo me yi na asan le boy do ye na son ye dogbon nu eyin oviri blagbe sin asan ni na mele boy na ye to lo me do ye le bi asan boy ye maka wa na do wa ye de na no mo ye da lo we ma ye ton me bo so gba ye pon do pon no mo do me mere to le eyan na do ye asan mo nkan ton ya e do ko he to we nu ye to ayi sinsin to me yin o bode go to na o me yin nu kan to na no di ko boy na ro do we na gogbe to le do ten ye ton me to pe logbe we dom lo nu ene we yin nu mi 0 te do gbon we ma de 0 te na do be no me yin me 0 aso mo ko to le me ri an wa ope logbe bere na gbadu pona mo aso ne dom lo aloyaga e gan yi boy na ne aso ene we yi wa do musa to lati we no filo boy do me mo ko to le me yin nu ko to na ye mo da shiro ba side dom lo yo lo le we yin dom mo yi le do an yiro ri ma yi le we huwe me na aso ye gbon wo na ri ma do ye ni bi aso lo won e huwe we do me yin nu ko to na aso wa to le to ayi ma ten lo me uwe yin me yin me huwe lo do e ka do wa mo yin le bo na bi asan lo bo yin na ye asoso me mo ko to le si bo yin na dike bo yin na gole wa bo na mo yi o le we po yin na lo kaye ya do mo yin jo asan do àwọn yi gbaji o mo do hia nu eyin adodo daho to gbon o sin daho bo ina be nu son to boleme do wa to boleme de yi odoto ayi mate awon ni odoto otogbo he me bo e ka ze ti to lodo te to ayi mate awon ni me to fi de ye si ayin bo e yiro o nu eyin o agbada holo sin hwegbe yiro Clarion Shipping West Africa Limited so we not to awon ni igbaji bo e ka do ho meyin nukun mo nto le de tin to fi lo le bi we do nu he na di cable nu bi be so yi togbo lefoji abi be wa bi o to lo me ena di ke bo an bo awu bo ko e ma sana ve ko egba Jesus to Moses we no filo bo me to friend le bi we so kan fo bio do gbonu e do na mo jeme e ton le do gbonu iwa e ton le dali bo e ka so do ba do hi an lo le bi ton na ye do mlo ason lo le pe yin ason le na wa na ro di ke bo to gbolo na mo wiwe so a lo me na me yin o to fuli bo le ton le no wa son mo ko to yi me o me chele e wa gale ti gbe mi aso pe da san le gbegbe yesu to fun